another day, and we are still at Biostatic Spa located at East Legon, around the ANC Mall. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm a blogger and a social media influencer. I believe in positivity. This is Artist Vibe Africa. We're going for a quick commercial break. I'll come back. I'm going to introduce you to a legend. Stay tuned. What's up, world? What's up, Africa? What's up, Ghana? My name is Kobby Kyei, and welcome to Artist Vibe Africa.
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 It's Artist Vibe Africa.
With Kobby Kyei.
With Kobby Kyei.
With Kobby Kyei.
It's Artist Vibe Africa with Kobby Kyei.
So this is going to be the hottest entertainment show to hit the continent of Africa. And hey, I'm going to interview your favorite artist, my favorite artist, and our favorite artist.
Many men shall die because of the greedy of another man, yeah, worldwide.
Ananas, yeah. Ananas, yeah.
Artist Vibe Africa.
We are back, and I feel so humbled and privileged and honored to have this woman sitting beside me. I never know. I didn't know. Just when I chanced on some of his viral videos, the fact that she had backed a lot of people. When she raised the next song, now I was blown away. Today, our very own Nanama is here. Artist Vibe Africa. How are you doing, mommy?
Kobby. That name is Nanama.
Nanama. Oh, I said.
Oh.
Imagine. I said, mommy. You said I shouldn't call her mommy. Yeah, Nanama.
Yes.
But your mother? Are you not a mother?
I am.
So it still makes sense if I call you mommy.
All right.
Because of my beard. I'm super humbled. I'm super humbled.
Thank you so much.
I saw the viral videos, and I didn't know that. You were behind all these amazing songs.
Yes.
And recently, Obofo sent me a song that said, Kobby, this song that I wanted to listen and do something with it. I listened to it, and I love, because of my music background, I had to break it down. When you saw my breakdown, what was going through your mind? While you were reading it.
I was so happy, and for a person like you that I've been following you a couple of times, and for you being when it comes to music, you're always being critic and very positive about it. When it's right, you say it's right. When it's wrong, you're like, this is wrong. I was so humbled. I was so humbled.
This is the first time that someone is actually sitting down to break your music down.
I think it's the first time I've seen a personality like you breaking music down, because you don't see it anywhere.
Yes.
You don't come across it anywhere.
The blogger music.
No, you don't. So for you to do that, I was so humbled. I was so humbled. Trust me.
Now, before we went for the quick commercial break, in my preamble, I said you were a legend. Will you admit that you are a legend, or legendary in the making?
Yes, legendary in the making, because Ghana, immediately you're a legend, then that means you have to retire for somebody. So I'm still, gradually, I'm still, doing what I'm supposed to do as a musician. So I'm not done yet.
My first question will be, looking at your talent, how was your growing up like in the midst of your parents? How they accepted you? At which point did you even discover that you've got this voice?
At a very tender age, because those days you go to assembly and they would want somebody to sing. So I started from class 1. So anytime I go to school, I have to give tunes at assembly. So I think when I was in JHS, there was this group that came to our school, and they had this music, group among them, and they are called Faithful Servants. So a colleague friend of mine who was a student, Jennifer, was like, Anna, you can sing. Why don't you join them? So I joined Faithful Servants for a while. Then I went back to the to SS, Winnipeg Secondary School.
Oh, Winnipeg?
Yes, I'm a Winnipeg.
Was Shatawale your senior or your junior?
Shatta was behind me.
Behind me,
yes. So yes, I was 1 year, but myself and A Plus were the same year.
Oh, I see.
Yes.
And what about Kwakase?
Kwakase were the same year.
Wow.
Yes.
And Shatta was okay. That's why Kwakase keeps saying Shatta in the junior. Oh, I see.
Yeah. So Shatta was our junior in school.
So you know Winneba very well.
Yes.
I see.
I'm a Yenswa girl, so the bad girls.
Okay.
So from Winnipeg, I entered into Ghana Symphony Orchestra. Everything about me, I love music, but my mom was not so much into it. My dad passed on so early when I discovered my talent. So my mom was like, go to school because in my family you have doctors, we have nurses, teachers, accountants, and all that. So for me to sing, they were like, Onya talent ni fa. So my mom never liked the idea. But one time, when I completed SS and then entered Symphony Orchestra, I met this young man called Nesbeth Hansen Ade. And we normally go to churches and sing. So one time, I think a lady from his church was like, she wants to record an album. So Nesbeth called me and then she said, Nana, this woman wants to record a gospel album, so I want you to be part of it. So I went to the studio at Tema, George Abban's studio, and then that was the first time I ever went to the studio to record. So it started like that, singing in churches and all that. Then one afternoon I was home when I had a call from my mom's friend that he was at Kojo Akwai, the late Kojo Akwai studio, and they needed somebody to do a jingle for Top Radio. So he called me, I went to the studio. So I met the late Nana Kwame Ampedu, the late Kojo Akwai. And then Nana was like, you know, Nana speaks street. Na kolakita we and you know bechinyatu. So I said, yes, I can do it. It was a jingle for Top Radio. So that was how I started. So my music journey started with the late Nana Kwame Ampedu, the late Kojo Akwai, Charles Amoah, and then Zach Mallet.
As a mother and a talent, for you, let's talk about it. I'll use myself as a typical example. When I was growing up, there were a lot of radio content, TV content that I could relate to. But these days, it's few. And I keep saying that we're in a world of audiovisuals. What we churn out there affects the children. My 2-year-old daughter will just pick up a knife and say, Daddy, because of what they're seeing. You go on a lot of Ghanaian stations and it is difficult to get content that children can watch aside the cartoons. For you as a parent and a talent, what will you tell the whole media, the whole government, everyone, how we can help groom some of, these next generation, regards to the content that we put out?
Regards to the content, when we're growing up, we're watching GTV, they used to show Mame Dokuno's program. By the Fireside. Everybody, anytime it's time is up, everybody would want to go and watch Pimp Na Na Na.
Yes.
Now we don't see Pimp Na 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 on TV again. Now I don't even think my daughter knows what Pimp Na 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 is.
Exactly.
There's nothing like drama in schools anymore. We don't teach music in schools anymore.
So
the culture is not there. We are not getting what we were benefiting in from our younger generation. So as a mother and as a musician, I would plead on behalf of the government, if we can still introduce music in our schools, dramas on our TV stations, because now I think the telling novellas and everything has taken over. And even with the cartoons, some of them are even more dangerous than the telling.
Exactly.
So I think our TV stations and the government should look up to those things so that our kids will also enjoy what we were enjoying those days. I don't think early 2000 a child knows what Alikoto is. But when we're growing up, we're playing Alikoto and all
games
that.
Dawson.
Baby,
Dawson.
Tomato.
The identity and then you some say no, the tie, all these children play the games
it's not there anymore. So I'll plead if the government will do something about it. It's about time, because the generation and then Kwalana Mabano, Kobby. I remember I had an interview and somebody called and the person said, Nana, and then Kwalano, But do any poor Mokana, I saw more fans.
Because a stopper.
Oh,
I'm not just a move. Yeah,
Move.
yeah, at the end of the year.
But when we were growing up,
What's a stopper?
there's nothing like stop. Just
Yes,
the eyeballs.
Mm.
You know, say daddy says this, mommy says this. Today, the children are like, no. My small girl will be sleeping on her bed. She'll put a TV on, watch cartoons, bring her laptop on the bed, watch cartoons at the same time. And I'm like, are you just me broadband and the air send and oh mommy mother says yeah.
What's she data?
Or she data no. It's no yeah, but a man kwalano I said yeah. The richness of Africanism is no more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I want to hear.
Yes, the richness of Africanism.
The traditional values.
It's not there anymore. So now we are seeing what we were not seeing. Now kids don't know that this is older than me. This person looks like my mom.
Yes.
Even if he or she is not a dad, definitely the person can be my dad when he or she speaks. And the problem now is a parent like me. If I come home and you tell me, Kukwa did this, I'll say, you have every right to beat her. But now I can't punish somebody's daughter.
True.
Even in the schools. So I think it's a whole lot, but it has to start from somewhere. We as parents should try and develop what we're told or what we're taught when we're very young into our kids, so that when the government also comes in, it will be more easier than what they are now seeing, because now they have access to mobile phones, they have access to the internet and all that. So yes, that is.
Now you had the opportunity to move with Nana Mpedu and a host of others. When you listen to these great musicians, those days, still on the children challenge and what they hear, you notice that them artists and musicians, the content of it, nyansa, and a kasafua being a how they would turn a thing around. Maybe it was when I grew up, then I began to understand certain lyrics from Lumba and Pedu and all these people.
I tell people that people say Lumba sings profane. So I said, no, go and listen to Kojentri's songs. When I started performing with Kojen, I realized that, oh, he's number one. Because you understood the content. But it's strange, no. But you see, I mean, say you will understand it. That's what I'm saying. That when we're growing up, we're listening to Nana Kwame and Pedus. We're listening to the Kojo Akwabwes. We're listening to Pat Thomas, A.B. Crenshaw, C.K. Those were the music Ben Brackon. Those were the musicians that we're listening to, and all their musics made sense. Even if they were singing profane, they tried to beautify it so that kids will not be like, oh, this is what the person is trying to say. But now, musicians come all out. You see our nakedness on social media, the way we dress. We have a long way to go.
This is a conversation with Nanama. My name is Kobby Kyei. This is Artist Vibe Africa. We are bringing you this interview from Bustatic Spa. They are located at East Legon around NC. We're going for a quick commercial break. We'll come back. The conversation is getting interesting, but we'll move away, talk about her music. Stick and stay. What's up, world? What's up, Africa? What's up, Ghana? My name is Kobby Kyei, and welcome to Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa. Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
It's Artist Vibe Africa.
With Kobby Kyei.
With Kobby Kyei.
With Kobby Kyei.
It's Artist Vibe Africa with Kobby Kyei.
So this is going to be the hottest entertainment show to hit the continent of Africa. And hey, I'm going to interview your favorite artist, my favorite artist, and our favorite artist.
Many men shall die because of the greedy of another man, worldwide.
Ananas, yeah. Ananas, yeah.
Artist Vibe Africa.
I am super humble, like I said from my preamble, that I'm happy to interview Nanama. Personally, I think she's an amazing, her persona. I'm connecting with. That's why I'm calling her mommy. Mommy. Now, for you, I want you to, before we went for commercial, we were talking about, but just briefly, look straight into the camera and advise our current musicians, our current crop of artists, the message they put out there, culture values.
They are still young. I know they still have those youth feelings in them. But then you will grow and you start making babies. I keep saying that whatever we do today will one day keep haunting us because our nakedness being out there now is all over on social media. In the next 10 years, your child may grow and go to school and they'll be like, wasn't that person your mom? So we should try and change the way we dress and how we put our nude pictures on social media because it's not helping the generation. In fact, the future generation is not helping us.
Thank you. Now, I'm sure you've mentioned quite a number of songs that you've jumped on. I don't know whether there are some that you've not mentioned at all, so that I'll have that exclusivity. Do you still have a couple of them?
Yes, there are some that I don't
because I'm told there are thousands of them.
There are some that I don't even remember.
At all. So which one do you remember, briefly?
I remember Lord Kenya, which was so popular.
Yes.
Odo dear wa komen, so do mi abwe kwen. Odo dear wa komen, so do mi abwe kwen. Odo dear wa komen ti mema, obi in seodi.
Next one.
Miana mayo, yakaya na mentie, miana mayo, kwade, obi mi chain, eje, oda ya che mi dofwe, nemete wote. Oda ya cho mi dofwe, nemete wote. Odo ye uwe, diye te mete. Oh, mama. Come make we talk about Barack Obama. Papa, come make we talk about Barack. Yes,
Next one.
Agoji, baby. Abena Brahima, come a day evidenti, the shower and Sasano, Agodi, sweetie, Mabena Brahima, come a day evidenti, the shower and Sasano, or no facamano, or don't no fesi, Messue, Wahine Musiano, Nanamaji me coma, me did the me the botai bia semene so me botai say me yani a upe bia be me me ma wo bre my yesha
hey, I was here gumi. Wow, my camera guys, my government, and they are shocked. Wow. There's one question I want to ask you. Because we were parts of this production. When you see, yesterday I was on Spotify and I was listening to some of these songs that you've done, and the production is still timeless.
Yes.
For you in the studio, anytime you're recording, what were some of the things that the musicians, engineers were doing that we still have their production unmatched? Like it's so timeless. But the same
if you can see, now engineers. Those days, engineers were learning, and Morris had a role model, Zab. And if you have a role model, it pushes you to do more. So they were doing more, they were learning more. Now a musician is a sound engineer. But production wasn't like that when we started. We had a songwriter, there's an executive producer, there's a sound engineer, there's even a producer who does the pre-programming.
Arranger.
That's the thing. So it's a whole thing. So you go to the studio, you see a songwriter sitting down, an executive producer, a producer, somebody who will do the pre-programming and everything.
I'm told sometimes they even take the song to Germany. So, wow.
To do the final mastering and all that. So it was so broad. But now one person does the production, everything. It is done. You go to Zap studio and you be like, open Tamakoin. Why are you rushing to music? We don't rush when it comes to music. 3 days ago, I was listening to Atlantis, and they were playing Mary Makiba's song. And you could see it's still timeless.
Authenticity.
The authenticity was there. And those days, they were playing live. So what happened? What changed? Because we are not learning. Because we want it faster. Because social media has come to stay. And your more radio is there on social media. But those days, you bring your music, and then Joy, I remember Joy would just review the song if it is okay for them to play it on air. Even with GTV, if it is okay for them to show it on TV. But now it's not there anymore.
Is it the reason why now it is difficult to really get artists who are doing, good music, and we are not even appreciating? Look at someone like Akwaboah. People are not really appreciating Akwaboah.
I'm always angry when his dad calls me to do background vocals. You know why?
Why?
The last time I worked with him, he said, Nana, oh yeah, boom. This voice, so he tells me. So that tells you that his father, Akwaboah's father, still has it. If it is one song that will take me less than 5 minutes in the studio, Nana, I'm not getting what I want. You can feel that you are satisfied with whatever it is that you are doing, but this man will still tell you that he is still not satisfied with your vocals. That tells you how good they were those days. And his son has followed his trend. I am sure when he finishes his songs, he go back to his father.
Exactly.
That they listen to.
He has told me countless times.
That is what he
That the
does.
dad will tell you, women finish him. The dad is always on.
So you see why Nicolas Amane Champon's music is always difficult for people to play, because Kojo will make sure it is what it is. We are not getting it anymore. It's because we don't want to learn. It's simple. We don't want to learn.
Wow, I think this is a great advice. We don't want to learn. And when we do that, it will goes around to come and affect the industry. We are here complaining about the fact that Nigerian songs are topping charts. Why? Because of production quality, the content and all that. So if you also want to get into it, and you are watching your and found country fee,
No.
no.
You know those days we're saying, Nigerians were saying Ghanaian music.
They were coming here. Why were they coming here?
What happened? What changed?
What happened? Because those days, the quadrantry, a lot of them,
What changed?
Why the whole?
It's sad.
Do we have a future? Nanama,
Yes, my dear.
be frank with me. Do we have? Because I feel that we don't have an identity.
No, we don't. When it comes to identity, we don't have an identity when it comes to Ghanaians. Music. Where is our identity? It used to be her life. Now, where is her life? Nobody is doing her life anymore.
I'm a piano bar no musum. We bar no musum.
When Azonto came, what did we do? Nothing. When this Ga boy, Gasmela, we left it. Now, Black Rasta decided to introduce Kochoko, Yansum, but I'm a piano from South Africa, Yaji Yasum. Why? Why should it always be somebody's own, rather not appreciating ours? Why? Because we don't respect our legends. Somebody like the late Nana Kwame Ampedu. Music in a way with that man is music. I keep telling people that man, he knows everything when it comes to music.
Have we? When we say why we cry Yanti?
I'm still waiting, and then as I'm still waiting. Maybe Kobby will interview that man. Ejako Onimo.
You have to take me there.
I'm still waiting for Ghanaians to celebrate that man.
Nana Ampedu coach say just as a BBNC.
Yes, that is Ghana. Go to Nigeria and they celebrate Fela every
Till
week.
date.
So that every year they celebrate Fela. And here in Ghana, when you're 40 years, you are old.
I'm coming. I think that we've from government, individuals, private entities, we don't even have Hall of Fame.
We don't.
Because as we speak now, your picture is supposed to be at some museum, be Hall of Fame, baby. Rebecca said, when my children, I have 2 girls, they should grow and hear your name. They should go for excursions and see, oh, there was somebody like Stoneboy.
Samini, that's it. We don't have
those things.
We don't have anything like that.
And so we now copy and now we don't value some of the.
No.
I've said this
countless times. It's so good to be a musician, but it's very sad to be here in Ghana as a musician.
Amazing. Now, if somebody is watching you for the first time, now I've seen you coming with a song with strong man and all that, building your own self. How will you want Ghanaians or even the rest of the world to see you? What will be your identity, Nanama?
Nanama is an African. I'm a Ghanaian, and my identity is for me to still keep the dream of high life going, because that is what we all grew up listening to. I was not listening to hip, although I've done a couple of hip life songs, but I don't listen to hip life music that much. So my identity as a musician will always be high life. Even if I have to do Afrobeat or Afropop, that will come from the audience. But that is me. High life is me, and that's it. Yeah.
Now, a few minutes. Talk about your new song with Strong Man.
Oh, African Bouquet. Strong Man is a wonderful person. I've met him before, but he did a good job on that song. And wherever he is, I would like to take this opportunity to thank him and his team. And then to Uganda, they are playing the song like nobody's business. Here in Ghana, nobody's playing it. It's unfortunate. So yes, so African Bouquet is all out there on all digital platforms. Whoever is watching can go out there, stream. Not only African Bouquet, but I have another song called Kobby Kyei. So you can go out there and stream. Yeah. Nanama
featuring a Strong Man is out on all digital platforms. Go stream. We are going for a quick commercial break. When we come back, bring the conversation to an end. This segment is out your comfort zone. Now, you are a musician, you're a creative person, but the question that I'm going to ask you, they are not related to your field. So make sure that you think through well before you answer them, or else the people are going to laugh at you. Stay tuned. Out your comfort zone. When it comes to this segment, I feel so pompous. I feel so proud because I know definitely but I'm super humbled again to have legendary Nanama. You guys have heard the conversation. She's so intelligent. I love the conversation so far. But this one, out your comfort zone. Are you ready?
I am ready.
Are you tense?
No.
Are you nervous?
A bit.
So this is Access Vibe Africa. You are showing from the Aesthetic Spa. They're located at East Legon. Come here, have your massage, your pedicure. Monfa mo yeno membraha. Mema no so man mo so monfa mo kunu mbraha. De bia man mo pese ye ne de mo pie. Mo so monfa.
Man no se ye be ye.
Aya mo so mo ye. Mo twen vase de nkwa na mo yesa.
Vase de nkwa.
Eno kwa mo nya no kwa mboni any anniversary no kwa e kan nyina na mbema no so.
This year some ye tie.
Esa mo so mo ntan ye, ha? Ya na me maya mo hu se na twem bia ye twem pra.
Yeah, be.
Bia ni yi aden. So number 1, who composed the national anthem? All right, number 2.
Am I right?
No, those watching will decide.
Those watching.
What was Kwame Nkrumah's nickname?
Showboy. Nkrumah Showboy. Right?
Showboy. And Nana Akufo-Addo says
only a copy. Photocopy.
Number 3, the third one. When you mix color, red and yellow, what color will you get? When you mix color, red and yellow, what will you get?
Is it blue, black, or black? Hey.
I can next.
Next.
Blue, black, please. What color will you get after mixing yellow and blue?
Hey. After mixing yellow and blue. Hey, hobby.
What color will you get after mixing yellow and blue? And the so
black.
Oh, and the cry so chan. Who makes so chan?
Another show we.
Another show. Yes, you get this color.
Oh, sir. I accept more.
Yes. Now, what's the capital town of South Africa?
Johannesburg.
Who designed the national flag?
Oh, what's his name? Hey, this guy, man.
Oba.
Hey, I'm up for her.
Koskwache.
Your
child will watch this though. What can say, Mama? Try and project this interview. The next one. Which Ghanaian won the first BET award?
Samini. No, Kojenji.
Not nominated or won.
Samini.
Won.
Sakode.
Samini was mobile.
Hey.
For the last chance. And okay, the next one. What was the most popular local drama series on TV during the 80s?
Obra.
Hey! Obra! Anyone? Oh, sure, Obra. So let me see. Number 9. Which year did Ghana attain independence?
1957.
6th of March 1957. Ghana independent. Hey.
Ministers for
The last one. What is the capital of Takrady?
Second D. Say, do we have dog? Oh, Kobby.
Oh, Kobby. This is like I said. Oh, Nanamo. My name is Kobby Kyei. This is Artist Vibe Africa. Your final words, don't laugh. I beg you. Look straight into the camera and share your tears of joy.
This is so. Listen, Kobby, you need to go to the Parliament House and do this.
I'm waiting to interview the president so that I can ask him this question. So please, your final words, your greetings. So now, but I want to say a big shout out to Obofo. Obofo is in the UK who connected me to Nana. This great personality. I love your advice that you give me all the time. So Nana, your social media platform, please don't laugh. At this point, this is seriousness. This is serious. So
okay, so Facebook page is verified. So the name is Nanama. Instagram and Twitter is Adazwa_. Adazwa is ADADZIEWAA_. To all my fans, and please go. I have a YouTube channel as well. The name is Nanama Official. Go there, subscribe my channel, watch my music, go stream my song, and you'll love it. And thanks to Kobby Kyei for having me. I'm so humbled. Now, I would like to take this opportunity to thank Sister Sandy. That lady is a darling. She's a real gem, and she's a real TV personality. Sister Ketwa, you always call me big sis. So Sister Ketwa, I mean sure baby I will be and to my manager for Raphael. Thank you so much.
Be from big sis. My name is Kobby Kyei. I want to thank Governor, Nana, the whole team today. I had Desmond Easy Man, who's a blogger who came here, and also to the CEO, Adelaide. Manager of Beaustatic Spa is East Legon. Mr. Mo, Opese, you when it pimple nesi when him. Minim gave a pimple base in the name for tuning in or the coins 50% say me so empire Obaha Odyssey so almost machine be a nina. My name is Kobby Kyei. I'm a blogger, social media influencer. I believe in positivity. I believe in pushing the agenda, putting the spotlight on people who are doing amazingly well. This is Artist Vibe Africa. Jump on our YouTube. We have interviewed a lot of personalities. Yvonne Nelson, Van Vicker, Stoneball. We've interviewed a lot of them. Jump on it. Listen to interview that will spark your brain. Subscribe. And no.
Don't just go and watch.
Yes. We start questions after I know bad subscribe.
But next time you question.
It's a goodbye. My name is Kobby Kyei, Artist Vibe Africa. What's up world, what's up Africa, what's up Ghana? My name is Kobby Kyei and welcome to Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa. Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
Artist Vibe Africa.
This Artist Vibe Africa.
With Kobby Kyei.
With Kobby Kyei.
With Kobby Kyei.
It's Artist Vibe Africa with Kobby Kyei.
So this is going to be the hottest entertainment show to hit the continent of Africa. And hey, I'm going to interview your favorite artist, my favorite artist, and our favorite artist.
Many men shall die because of the greedy of another man, worldwide.
Ananas, yeah. Ananas, yeah.
Artist Vibe Africa.